Hi, and welcome back to my new Beautiful View studio. And I'm talking to you this evening about the theater, Broadway and Off-Broadway. What's the difference between Broadway and Off-Broadway? It has nothing to do with the location of the theater. It's all about the size of the theater. Theaters with 499 seats or less are called Off-Broadway theaters. Theaters with 500 seats or more are Broadway. As an example of a Broadway production that's not in the Times Square area, right now Lincoln Center is mounting a production of My Fair Lady, and it's taking place at Lincoln Center, which is about 30 blocks from Times Square. Performances take place every evening except Monday night. Monday night is considered a dark night on Broadway, but the other nights, performances take place at 7 o'clock every night, except for Saturday evening when it takes place at 8 o'clock, and Wednesday evening when performances take place at 8 o'clock, if those are shows that have a matinee, meaning an afternoon performance. Afternoon performances typically take place on Wednesday afternoon, Saturday afternoon, and Sunday afternoon, and those performances can take place at 2 or 3 o'clock. Interestingly, there are even some shows that have a performance on Sunday evening, and it's worth checking a schedule to make sure of what time the performance is taking place. How do you decide what you want to see? There are musicals and there are plays. Plays are the category of dramas and comedies. Tickets for plays are typically much less costly than the cost of a musical because musicals have larger production companies, they have orchestras, and the cost of mounting a musical are usually much, much greater than for a regular drama or comedy. How do you decide what to go to see? You could check your local newspaper, or you could go online, look at some of the major New York City newspapers like the New York Times, and read a review that's written by a professional reviewer. I suggest you look at a website that's called ShowScore. ShowScore gives you a compilation of reviews by all the professionals, and then it gives it a total number score ranking, saying all the reviews together say that this is a 92 out of 100, as an example. On the right side of the same screen, there are reviews by regular folks, amateurs, people who've gone to the theater and they've written a review, much as they write a hotel review on TripAdvisor.com. And if you look at ShowScore and you kind of neglect the absolute best and absolute worst reviews, you can usually get a pretty good idea of what people are actually saying about a show. And sometimes there's a great disparity between what the professionals have to say and what the regular people going to the theater have to say. And if you can imagine yourself sitting in the seat of that regular person like you get a pretty good idea of whether this is something that you want to see or not. I would suggest that for people for whom English is not their first language, or they don't feel all that comfortable listening to 2 hours of the English language being spoken, a musical is probably a more enjoyable way to spend your evening. Lavish production numbers, dancing, scenery. I think that would be the best way to enjoy your visit to New York. And in my next visit with you, I will talk about how to actually buy tickets, how to get a good price, how to get good seats, and the timing for good ticket purchasing. I hope you enjoy your upcoming visits to New York, and I'll see you again soon. Enjoy.